Bonjour from Quebec, Canada. I am at the Hôtel de Glace in Valcartier, and I'm going to talk about what it's like to spend the day here. I spent the night here, and it was absolutely wonderful. So we'll go through what the rooms are like, what you've got to do for sleeping preparations. And now I'm going to challenge myself and give you some stats that I think I memorized all of, but I've got my partner here, Fred from Valcartier, to help me out in case I forgot a couple. So 30,000 tons of snow, 3,000 blocks of ice. Each block of ice is 20 by 40 inches, and it weighs a whopping 300 pounds. Over 10 kilometers of cable, approximately 25 sculptors. And the cool thing here is for 2025, their theme is Return to Roots, Return to Origins. So you'll see a lot of that themed throughout the Ice Hotel, Hôtel de Glace. There's a cool collaboration here between the Fairmont and Hôtel de Glace in Valcartier. You can actually have a meal inside the Ice Hotel, which is pretty awesome. It happens Fridays and Saturdays for 2025. Now, there are 30 rooms for 2025, and previously some were themed and some were just plain. And there's not really a plain room in previous years because this Ice Hotel is just magnificent. But what they've done for 2025 is every room has something. Now, I stayed in room 28, and it was a quote-unquote regular room. It was far from regular. There was a cool horse design on one of the walls, and the rest of the walls had some cool designs as well. Very creative, very elegant, and just adds to the experience here. One of the most impressive things here for 2025 is they've established a partnership with Indigenous tourism, and all through the front lobby, there are so many gorgeous and elegant and such detail in the sculptures here, and it just really highlights the Indigenous tourism side here. If you are doing a tour of the Ice Hotel, which I absolutely recommend you do, spend some extra time, just not only for the detail, but for the messaging as well. As some of you know, I'm a musician. I'm not very good, but I do love live music. And for 2025, Hôtel de Glace has an indoor in the Ice Hotel live music venue. Performances happen on the weekends, holds a couple of hundred people, and it's a dome covered in snow, and there's snow on the inside, and there's some amazing patterns. And if you happen to be here on a Friday or Saturday, you can catch blues and jazz and just have a unique audio listening, live music, entertainment, creative aspect to it that you won't get anywhere else. 2025 is full of advancements, and this year they've got heated bathrooms. So if you are someone who needs to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, you're not just going to a porta potty, you've got a nice, beautiful, luxurious heated bathroom right by the doors. There are hot tubs. I'm not a hot tub guy myself, but Steph got in there and absolutely loved it. And part of the process is going into the hot tub, getting nice and hot, going back up to your room, which you get as part of your Ice Hotel booking. You get a room in Valcartier as well to get showered the next morning and to keep your belongings in. You go up there, get a nice hot shower, get fully dry, and then tuck yourself in to these sleeping bags, which are rated at minus 39 Celsius, and that was guaranteed to keep you warm. Let's go inside, take a tour of the Hôtel de Glace. Let's get you set up if you are going to spend the night, which I recommend that you do. We'll show you all the cool things, including the ice bar and the music venue as mentioned, and a bunch of the rooms. And with that, let's get me out of the cold and into the cold. It's not that cold. It's totally fine. Starting off with a few more numbers. 53,000 square feet inside. Floor is almost 3 feet thick, and the walls are between 4 and 8 feet thick at the base. So in the lobby, you find the partnership with Indigenous tourism, and it's so, again, well done. And it's an important piece of Canadian history to acknowledge, understand, and learn about. Here's a quick look at the 4 elements that are highlighted as soon as you walk in. Very, very important stuff here as well. And furthermore, there's an additional piece here for the Indigenous tourism aspect as well. Here's where the slide is, and there's a knight with a shield, and it's just so well done with the detail side and little starfish. And this is a little on the creepy side, but yeah, a little on the nightmare side, but pretty awesome as far as detail goes. Into the bar area we go, and there is my good friend Fred making an ice glass for us, and that's going to come in handy in about 30 seconds or less from now. So there's one of the ice bars on the left side, and there is our delightful bartender making us drinks for both Steph and myself. Champagne gets taller glasses because, well, a little bit more of a fancier drink, and that's us by the fire enjoying our drinks. Nice ambiance, nice little touch there. And there's the second bar, which is on the right side if you're looking at it. The incorporation of lights here are just absolutely dazzling, and it just really sets the mood for the entire area. I like this. I'm a Pisces, and there's a fish jumping from a small bowl into a larger bowl. Very nice there. here's that partnership with the Fairmont for the restaurant, and just take a look at it. And you walk in and there's all these tables, and yes, there's cloths on there, so you're not sitting on actual ice. And there are pieces of material on the table, so you're not eating off the ice. But again, the 4 elements are included here, and if you can do it, please do. Here's the entrance of the live music venue, which is completely awesome this year, and there's the pathway to get into it, and here's the actual venue itself. Minimal on the design side, but I find it just adds enough, and there's a stage, so if you get a chance, get out there. Now, onto the sauna side. So they want you to go and jump in the sauna, warm up, go up to your room, get nice and dried off before you get into your sleeping bag. And, well, here we go, walking into the Ice Hotel, but not before we show you the heated bathrooms, new for 2025. Definitely makes a huge difference. So now for real, let's go into the Ice Hotel. And here's a look at room 28 from the voiceover side of things before I show it to you from my actual social media video. And the horse, just enough of a beautiful touch. Here it comes. 2025 Ice Hotel, Hôtel de Glace. We are in room 28. It is 2025, so every room has something, whereas before it was just a themed room. So that's us in ice and our lovely blue curtain. So no horsing around tonight because it's going to be a very still and motionless sleep for me because, well, you don't want to sweat because then you got cold. And once you're cold and you're sweaty, it's just all bad news. So you go in layers, and sleeping bags will be here at 9. The time right now is 7:15, so we're gonna get some dinner. But yeah, I'm excited to be cold, but that's okay. And everything's pretty awesome here. There's 2 little nightstands, which I've got nothing to plug into, and there's a little ventilation hole at the top. And I think that's enough for me and my new Nordiques toque and my old Nordiques jersey. So we're in the Ice Hotel, and this is what I'm wearing to bed. I'm 46, and I don't care if you're seeing me in my thermal underpants, long johns, or long J's, you should be calling them. So here's how I'm going to bed. Toque for keeping warmth in the head. I've got boots on, which are not coming to bed with me, but I am wearing socks. Long johns, which are water wicking or moisture wicking. I've got a breathable hockey jersey on and a t-shirt underneath in case I get too hot. Sleeping bags are rated at minus 39 Celsius, so it's pretty damn warm. There's a tiny built-in pillow into the sleeping bag with a little hood part. There's also like couch cushions in case you want to sleep with your head elevated like that, which I don't. I think I'll pick something around the middle. But yeah, so it's all about not sweating, but you sweat and then you're done and game over. If you are sleeping in the Ice Hotel, couple of layers, keep your feet warm, keep your head warm, and you should be okay. And yeah, that's it. It's 7:30 in the morning, the day after I made it. I was perfectly temperature controlled with what I was wearing last night. Not too hot, not too cold, and definitely recommend staying at the Ice Hotel. A lot more to come later on, but if you're thinking about staying at the Ice Hotel, you should absolutely do it. Again, it's all about keeping your head warm, keeping your feet warm, and wearing the appropriate things as you go into that sleeping bag rated for minus 39. Let's spend the next couple of minutes going through some of the rooms here at the Hôtel de Glace for 2025. Lots of light, lots of detail, lots of talent here. I really like this one because it has that beating heart. Just stands out and makes enough of a difference that it's not overwhelming. Into room 21 we go. And the cool thing about this room is those two sculpted themselves. It's the builder's room, and it's so cool. And there's a shot of the Ice Hotel itself because, well, they helped build it. And here's just a shot of the pieces of ice coming together and a final shot of a couple of tools, well, a bunch of tools that they used to make it. Very, very cool stuff here. Into room 25 we go. Themed rooms have the red curtain. Regular rooms have the blue curtain. And just equilibrium here. And it looks so cool. And it's just so well done. Into suite 18 we go now. And this is the coffee room. So a couple of cups of coffee. And the actual bedding has a coffee theme. And that's such a nice attention to detail as well. They really go all out every year. And I don't know what they're going to do for 2026. Into suite 24, there is a fireplace in here. Heat does not come out. It is only for the aesthetic. It's got double pane glass in there, but still a very nice touch. And there's some nice lighting accents as well. really helps set it apart from the other rooms. All rooms are good, but if you want something with more detail, here you go. Suite 11, just a little bit of detail here. Again, just enough to help it stand out without it being overwhelming. And I like the abstract side of this. I really, really do. Next up is Suite 2, and this is the one with Quebec City as the theme itself. So lots of visuals here. You get the chateau up top, you get a fireplace, you get a lit bench as well, and all sorts of highlights from the city itself are included here. Very, very nice touch. There's some shots of the walls. There's a wide shot as well, and so well done. 12 out of 10 here. Really, really enjoy all the things they've done and how on brand they are for the theme. Next up is the church room, and this was an interesting one because they had to really be careful with the stained glass. Now, it's not stained glass, it's ice and some fabric, but it is so carefully and elegantly done that it really stands out. One of my favorite rooms as far as creativity goes in here. Suite 30 is the origami room, and just look at all that detail in the flower on the wall and the person behind the bed and the bed head itself, headboard. Wow, just an absolute wow factor through the roof here. Suite 12, it mimics a chalkboard, all ice, no chalk, but so cool. And I don't know if I'd wake up to that, but somebody might. Okay, fine, maybe I would. On to Suite 9, which is one of the quote-unquote regular rooms, but you still get some elements of design in the walls, just like I had with my suite in 28. And there's just enough to help it stand out, and the lights that change color here is such a nice touch. So that's going to wrap it up for the 2025 Ice Hotel video. I encourage you to subscribe to the channel and our social media platforms. It'd be wonderful to have you as part of the community. Let me know if you have any questions on the Ice Hotel. I am more than happy to get you answers, and I look forward to traveling with you next.